Yo, 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 it's the Xbox Goes Kaleidoscope on the brand new DirectX show, minus the fraud. Now, this is going to be a brand new format for everybody, know what I'm saying? It's an experiment of ours because we coming back with a vengeance, know what I'm saying? And we're actually going to be answering live Twitter questions towards the end of the show. So just tweet whatever you guys want to ask us. And at the end of the show, we'll try to at least answer a couple of them, know what I'm saying? Now, I'm here myself, know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, Ghost Rider.
It's your boy Ghost Rider 730. Hope you guys enjoy this beautiful ass podcast. It's about to
That's
get
what,
lit.
yeah, that's what's up. I like that shit for sure. And yo, J-Long, introduce yourself.
What's good, guys? I'm glad you guys are here listening to basically it's kind of a reboot of the DirectX show. I'm here to bring you the motherfucking truth. So yeah, let's get it kicking.
Hell yeah. Now that's what's up, man. Now, let me pop off with one of my rhymes, know what I'm saying? Yo, it's time to get direct and expose the fraud who took a dump on everybody for a bullshit cause. He is playing, throw the Xbox under the bus for a bunch of new subs that's hooked on pony dust. So the wolf became a pony trading guns for a saddle for the very same ones that disrespected his family. How? He started making videos, or he stopped making videos, did an unboxing, and played up the drama like the monster at Loch Ness. Now he on PSN, walking on eggshells, scared to say a thing, because if he do, they'll bail. So he may as well bend over and get penetrated, because my heart pumps diesel out through his flow. Kool-Aid sugar coated to the point to give a body diabetes, trading facts for lies like peyote and the TPE. It was all an illusion created for the hits. But what this bitch don't know, we about to get lit.
Oh, Oof.
Sugar coated. Oh shit.
Wow. Yo, wow.
I'm telling you,
That's
man.
crazy.
Like, just bringing the real on this show, breaking it down for people. You know what I'm saying? They could actually analyze every line that I said, and it's all truth, because that's what went down. You know what I'm saying? And I gave that little reference about the Loch Ness monster because his bitch ass is from the UK. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one second.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah. In this show, you're not gonna get no interruptions, no one hogging the mic, no one trying to move on to the next subject. We all gonna speak equally, and we're all gonna speak our piece. Okay?
Exactly. All right, now the first section up to bat is going to be what's popping. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the hottest things that's popping off as far as news. You know what I'm saying? So basically, exclusives. There was an exclusive list of Xbox exclusives for 2017. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the exclusives is Natsuki Chronicle. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it sounds like some JRPG game. And if it's an exclusive by Microsoft, you know it got to be the shit. Because their shit's like Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon. Guess what? They won crazy accolades because they the shit. That's what happens when you have Microsoft behind the plate. You know what I'm saying? Now, you also got something called Rise and Shine. Don't know what that is. Tacoma, I think I may have seen something about it. Pit People, Ashen, Bramby Lash. I don't know what the hell that is either. And then the good shit. This is the stuff I know. Crackdown 3, Conan Exiles is coming to the XB1.
Ooh.
Cuphead, gigantic. The game that the fraud fucker said that got canceled. All right. Halo Wars 2, Phantom Dust, one of the classic JRPGs from the OG Xbox. Scalebound. Everybody heard my stuff about Scalebound, so they know what's up.
The best Japanese game ever.
Exactly.
That's
Thank you,
gonna be
J-Lo.
fire. I can't wait to get that shit.
I feel you, man. I'm the same way, yo.
fucking thirsty, bro. I want that fucking ball to drop, guys.
I know, man. Wait. Yo, but still, I ain't done yet. There's still more exclusives. Check this out.
Oh, wait.
Sea of Thieves, all right? Space Engineers, State of Decay 2, and the Voodoo Mints Remastered Edition, the original Sackboy.
You say Halo Wars 2?
Yeah, I said Halo Wars 2.
I'm pretty sure we're getting a Forza 7.
No, definitely, though. Like, those are the ones that are, like, confirmed for next year. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping we get Killer Instinct 2.
We could get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like Forza 7, like what J-Lon just said. Halo 6. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who knows? Who knows what they'll show us at E3?
ODST DLC. That would be dope. A Halo 5 ODST?
Oh, man. Dude, or they could do it with Spartan Ops, man. I wouldn't mind seeing the Spartan Ops season 2.
Oh, yeah. A Spartan Ops would be fire, man.
Yeah, Spartan Ops was hot on the on the Halo 4, man. Kind of missed that for Halo 5.
Freaking damn, I was about to. Oh yeah, Phil Spencer. He was talking about new IPs, right? And he said
Hmm.
something about State of Decay. He's like, all right, sometimes we start things small and then grow in the next sequel. That
Hmm.
leads me to believe that State of Decay is gonna be a much higher quality game than the first one. Like the first one was an indie, right? But it was a
Exactly.
top tier indie.
Hmm.
Mm,
So this one, I'm leading to believe this might actually be a $60 game, and Recore might actually get the same treatment. You know
mm,
what I mean? Because
Oh, well,
Recore started off as a smaller title,
exactly.
and it's gonna grow off into something big. Because that's really one of the only small titles they have that could grow into
Hmm.
something big. That from what I could see. So
True
I
that.
think he's kind of hinting at Recore too.
I hope he does, and I hope they give him a better team, like a bigger team, to
Yeah,
make it a
bigger
better game.
Yeah,
team, better engine. Yeah,
a
Yeah,
better engine.
'cause that shit is
That's the
fire,
thing.
man. I can't lie. Record was a very good game, man. A really
All
good
right.
game
yeah,
for a
I love that
small
game.
team to make that game.
Great price
Yeah.
point.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, guess what? The next up to plate is Ukulele, that game by the X-Rare developers and whatnot, and that's available for pre-order from the Microsoft Store. All right, and then automatically you'll get instant access to the Toy Box demo.
Mm.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts about that on Jalen?
Ukulele, it looks like banjo. It's like a return to the old formula that everyone loves. So if you like the old rare, you can get that. And if you want to see what rare's got cooking up for the future, you got Sea of Thieves, and you can only experience both of them on Xbox. So you know,
That's a
True that.
that's a good thing. See, if
What do
these look
you?
like it's gonna be a real good game, man.
Oh, for sure. Now, what are your thoughts on ukulele, Ghost?
It looks all right. It's okay. Ukulele,
Not your cup of tea, right?
not really my cup of tea like that, but it's a
I'm
good
again.
thing that we got it like on Xbox. It's a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Me personally, I'm gonna get ukulele. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wish there was a Conquer Live and Reloaded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Remastered. What?
Who knows? We
But
might get that. We might get it.
I'm hoping, man. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I really would want to see that, man.
If we're getting
But
Voodoo Vince, nothing's out of the picture.
Yep.
yeah, I know. I remember talking to Phil Spencer last year about that shit, yo. He was like, "Yo, that's one of my favorite games." I was like, "I know." You talked about, they used to play with your kids and all that.
Yeah. You know what? I
Oh,
want them to hopefully Phil gets maybe a remastered of the fucking Lords of Shadow of Castlevania. That'd be a good
oh,
Or
yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
take
dying
that
yeah,
for
back
that.
to Cat, yo. Back to
Yeah,
Cat.
I've been
Huh?
waiting for that.
yeah.
I'm
That
hoping
3D one. They had like two of
I
them,
hope
right? It was like two of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
yeah. I ain't play part two.
yeah. It came
I'm
out
gonna
when
have to
the
check that
one
out.
came out, man. Like they released that at a horrible time.
Wow, that's man. They should have made it next gen.
Yeah, I was pissed
That
off.
game was
Like
destined to fail.
what?
Yeah.
When I seen it, I'm like, what? It's only on the 360. I was tight.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
Tight. Like how you bring out a new game like that and only got it on the 360 and the Xbox One just came out. Like what are they doing?
Exact.
I was mad.
It, well, at the end of the day, what kind of developers are there? Well, no. Yeah, it's Konami. It's Konami, dude.
Yeah, they're out of touch.
Dudes don't. They're out of touch. They don't know what the fuck people is on, man. I don't know what the fuck they on. Know what I'm saying? Because they canceled that game a while back, Silent Hills. Know what I'm saying? They looked hot, and they canceled it for no reason. I'm like, wow, these motherfuckers on some shit.
They stole the
But I,
character, man. They stole the character, man. Now he's walking butt naked around with a baby.
Oh shit! Don't
in
even
Death
don't even get me
Stranding, yeah,
started, son.
Yeah, it
I
was
know,
Silent
right?
Hill, right? He woke up on
I
a
I
beach.
rather have Silent Hill. No joke. That shit. But we'll
I,
see.
I kind of feel you guys though, man, because it seems like an interactive movie, but who knows how it'll turn out, right?
The game
Word.
doesn't start. The game isn't a game yet, so we'll wait till next year when it actually starts development. I'm not
Okay.
giving any sort of criticism.
Hmm.
I could only criticize the people excited for it.
Yeah, yeah, true that. All
I've
right,
done enough.
now anything else I got to say before I move on?
Hmm.
Nah.
All
Pretty
right,
much said
next
everything.
up to docket. Know what I'm saying? Since the fraud already left, is Valkyria Revolution by
Oh
Sega.
fuck.
All right, it's a JRPG. Comes to the XB1, the RPG series that started on the PlayStation platform, and it's not coming to Xbox One because, as I said in one of my previous videos, the Japanese games aren't really selling that much on the PS4. 50 million sold. and they barely break 1 million. Most of them don't even break
Yeah,
500,000. All
right.
right,
Damn.
so you know they need the money.
Yeah, I ain't really into them Japanese JRPGs, and y'all into that shit. Y'all know your shit about that shit. Crazy,
Or why don't you like them?
man. I don't know. To me, I find them corny, bro. Like, I don't mean to say it like that. There's a lot
It's
of
all
gamers
good,
out
yo. Speak
there.
your mind. Speak your mind, yo.
I feel like there's certain Japanese JRPGs that's good, but not all of them. Like, come on, man. I'm not into that weirdo type. It's kind of trash. Like, I'm being honest. That's just
I
my
know.
honest opinion.
I
And
feel you.
I really like when they first came out. Let's go back in the days when they first came out, and Battle Toshinda and shit like that on PlayStation and all that. That shit was fire to me.
Yeah.
And then after a while, like the shit start being the same. Like it shit start getting corny. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm into this Western type shit. It's way better.
Yeah, I know. I feel you,
It takes
man.
a
And
lot of money, but these Japanese shits is they are right. But
yep.
they not like popping like this game we about to get scalebound. How that shit look crazy. Like they stepped it up. Like they ain't far
For
back.
sure.
They ain't playing catch up. Because the
Exactly,
Japanese
man.
developers are playing catch up to the westerns. You know what I mean?
I
Over
don't
here,
think they'll ever catch up.
Definitely.
you don't think they're
They're
gonna catch up?
trying to play catch up. They're trying to play catch up.
Only a certain few could catch up. Like a
Yeah.
Metal Gear could catch up, a Final Fantasy can,
I mean, but Metal Gear is
a
Metal Gear.
Scalebound.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
Hmm.
like only certain franchises, like Devil May Cry and shit.
Yeah,
But
Devil
all
May
this
Cry is fire.
fucking rinky, all this fucking knick-knack, fucking weirdo shit, I don't think it'll ever catch up, man. Like I'm not too into JRPGs. I don't claim to be into RPGs, like some other frauds do. But what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna break the truth, cause motherfuckers keep acting like shooters are the genre that's copy paste, that's generic, that's every game has a gun. How many RPGs are fucking swords and sorcery?
Yes.
Pretty much fucking all of them, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
You're right about that.
every RPG, well, every turn-based RPG is basically the same game copy pasted. There, I said it. The only difference is the art style and the fucking story. The gameplay is the same. Look, I don't even consider that gameplay, really. You're
It's
cycling
turn
through
based.
menus. You're cycling through menus. That could be done on a piece of paper. That
Hmm.
could be done in text-based games. RPG started off on PC. They had no graphics. That's how simple RPGs are. It's a genre that requires no hand-eye coordination, no skill. Well, it requires skill, but it's just not the type of skill other games require. Like, you play
More
Battlefield.
strategy. More strategy.
Yeah, it's more thinking. It's like a board game.
Hmm.
But let's say a shooter like Battlefield, the guns, the movement, everything feels different from a Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and Call of Duty feels different from Halo.
Yep.
They all
Yeah.
got their differences. I played Final Fantasy X, then went to Blue Dragon. Felt the same, there's slight differences, but it was basically the same game. Went to Lost Odyssey. I was burnt the fuck out. I played the same game 3 times for 50 hours. Well, I played Lost Odyssey for like 4 or 6 hours.
uh,
Fucking Blue Dragon 40-50 bullshit, same shit as found. Like it's the same game, and I can't just play the same game over and over. Games like Valkyria, though, they're taking the action route and
mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
That has me excited, and it's pretty cool to see a RPG from Sega come over, and I'm a supporter day one.
Look, man. Let's be
Definitely.
honest. In games, basically, it's gonna have a fucking gun. Think about it.
Valkyria Chronicles has a gun. That's the
I
funny
know.
thing.
It's gonna have a gun. If you look at war games or anything, well, their best game that they say so far is Uncharted. Don't he got a gun?
Yep.
Uh,
Bloodborne has a gun. That's a
This war
JRPG.
has a gun. When you look at Tomb Raider, she got a gun. When you look at
Bloodborne,
everything, Bloodborne, they got a gun, swords, weapons. When you think about it, it's
Resident Evil,
basically
everything.
yes,
Yeah.
it's the
He got
same.
his
You can't,
Bunderbuster, whatever the
just
fuck it's
can't say
called.
oh
Wild
shooters
Arms.
because you got a lot of
Wild
swords.
Arms.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like
Final Fantasy's got guns. That's it's
Word.
funny.
you
Yeah.
know what exclusive is badass though, and we got it for the holiday season, and I know I've been enjoying it.
Not chill. Before you get into
Oh,
that,
okay.
save that for later. Write it down. Save it for later, dude. Now I'm gonna interject as far as JRPGs. Fucking, I only have played a couple. You know what I'm saying? From back in the day, I had played Grandia 2 on the original Dreamcast. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed the story. It blew my mind. And, I think I might have played another one. I don't really remember what it was, but it was kind of similar. But I actually liked the Grandia 2 because the battle system was a little bit different. It had something similar to Gears of War, the active reload from Gears of War, or it had some type of active reload bar that would be at the top of the screen that would let you maximize damage. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the ring system in Lost Odyssey. Now, I started playing Lost Odyssey recently, and so far it's pretty bugged out. But I do play a lot of games, though. But what's trippy, though, since back in the day, there was an RPG that came out that blew my mind. And that was a Western RPG. It was called KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars. Right? And the battle
Oh,
system and that was some next gen shit. All right. I was like, wow, I mean, BioWare just came out of nowhere and blew every Japanese developer out the water with this game. And then they followed it up on the 360, on the OG Xbox with Jade Empire. I was like, good Lord, these guys, they ain't no joke, man. That's when I just started falling in love with Western RPGs because they give us these vast open worlds and whatnot where our characters could run around on. And when they finally launched with the 360, dude, I bought Mass Effect day one. All right. And I was hooked. I think I finished that RPG like 7 times. All right. I ain't played no other game. I would finish the game, start all over again. Now, don't you think it's a shame that we're in 2016 and JRPGs have barely evolved since the OG Xbox days?
Mm-hmm.
mm,
That's a trip. Now,
that
you
is.
had talked about Western developers, right? As far as JRPGs, even some of the Japanese are actually taking hints from the Western developers. Like J Law mentioned earlier, Final Fantasy. Square Enix knows what's up. They know what sells. You know what I'm saying? They knew they needed to change the formula and make it more action based, which is what they did with this new one. My only issues with it is the combat system. It bugs me out that you got to hold the X button and then just watch your dude beat the crap out the guy in front of you. I mean, you should have added a combo system. It would have been more fulfilling, at least for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, besides that, they also got there's Dragon Quest 11. You know what I'm saying? Which is also by Square Enix, open world as well, right? JRPG. Even look at what Nintendo did was Zelda, the new Zelda. Even
Yeah,
though they've always had open worlds, though I can't front Zelda's always had
Nintendo.
open world.
Yeah, Zelda
But
had.
this one seems a lot more hardcore though, man, compared to like all the other ones. Just to me, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's all
And
right, man. Zelda's a good game.
yeah, but if you think about it, I mean, there's not too many Japanese developers that got it like that. Even Persona 5, that's an open world. None of the previous ones was like it. I wonder
Mm,
if the battle system will be any good or if it'll be another turn-based affair. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
kind of trippy. Now,
Yeah.
on to the next subject, though. Torment, Tides of Numenera. Another freaking RPG, but this time it's from the Western developer in exile from PC fame. And it's going to be coming out at the beginning of the second quarter, starting 2017. And that's another RPG. So I guess, all them podcasts we did back in the day talking about RPGs and JRPGs, you know what I'm saying? It got through to a lot of people. Because guess what? There's JRPGs coming to Xbox and RPGs coming to Xbox. So we got both flavors under the sun. And we also got an exclusive. Can't beat that though, man. And I know that exclusive will probably rock every JRPG they throw out next year. I'm probably almost sure about it, man. I
I
could
know.
almost be sure. I
I
feel
know.
it in my bones.
Colada. I don't mean to
Yeah.
cut you off. I know Phil
Nah, it's all
Spencer
good.
gotta have something up his sleeves.
Yeah, Phil
Microsoft.
got something up his sleeve, man. He
You
always
know
has
that.
something up his sleeve. I remember when I first got into the party and I met him, it felt like he was being grilled because he was like, dude, man, you feel like a reporter. And I was like, nah, it's all good. I just want to speak the real.
Yeah, Phil's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he is. But what do you guys think about that Torment thing? Starting off with you, Jay.
I never heard of this game. I never
Neither
heard
did
of this.
I.
Yeah,
So
like
what? It's like a strategy RPG or some shit.
Dude, I know it's by an exile, and they used to do a lot of games on PC. They actually did a game last gen on Xbox 360, but I don't remember the name. I really don't. But it was more of an action affair. They tried to do like a Gears type game for in a fantasy based setting, and you was using two characters, a dude and a chick. The chick was an elf, and the dude was this barbarian dude. Don't remember the name though, man. But I thought it was pretty cool though. I can't front. And what are your thoughts on it, freaking Ghost? Yo,
yeah.
Ghost.
What
Yeah,
happened?
what are your
I'm
thoughts on
sorry, I
that
was
game?
talking with my wife. But yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about that game, that Torment game?
Torment. I haven't seen that Collider. That's all I'm being
All right.
honest.
The
I ain't gonna
characters
lie.
look like ants. I'm looking at this shit right now.
Yeah, I'm about to look that shit up right now. Like what? Torment.
All right. All right. So then,
Anytime a
the
JRPG.
last thing on what's popping, yo, the last thing on what's popping is Gravity Rush, the animation. They're actually making an anime on Gravity Rush called Overture, and it's actually going to bridge the gap between Gravity Rush 1 and Gravity Rush 2.
Is it a good
So
game, Collider? Cause I hear people talking about that game, Gravity Rush.
actually, my cousin be playing that, yo, and I played it for a little bit, and I actually played the remastered edition on the PS4.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty cool, man. I can't front. This chick be floating through the air and doing all this crazy stuff. Well, I mean, Ghost. I shit you not. Let me be that. Whoa.
You're
Wow.
used to it, right?
I
So
know, right?
yeah,
Yo, but yeah, this chick be floating through there doing all these crazy things, man. I can't front. It's
yeah.
a trippy
I'm
ass
hearing
game.
people talk about that Gravity Rush. That's what I'm like. Oh, I had to
Yep.
ask you. That's what I'm like.
All right. Cool, cool. Yo, Jalen, what do you think?
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. I like the. I think anime and gaming, go pretty well. Like Devil May Cry had a pretty good anime, Bayonetta, Dead
Mm-hmm.
Space, Virtual Fighter.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yup.
pretty cool, especially seeing games of the anime style have their own shows. And instead of I actually prefer like an anime or animated series over a book. I love Halo, but I never really got into lore because the books is like, it's like, where do I start? But
Yeah.
it's a
As a matter
cool
of
way to
fact,
bridge the gap.
hell yeah. As a matter of fact, I just thought about something though. On Hulu, they actually had it a while back. I don't know if it's still there. They had Blue Dragon, the 52 episode
Right.
series from Japan. Because Blue Dragon
52,
had an
goddamn.
anime. All right. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying? What? Yeah, what's up, Ghost?
yeah, Collider for that Torment. I'm watching it
Yeah.
right now. Looking at it, it reminds me of that old school Castlevania type style shit, but a little better, like moving around, it's more space.
All right.
The old
Does it
school,
look pretty decent
it
or
look
old school?
decent, like
Yeah. All right.
PC type shit, like games like that. It's alright.
Cool.
It look alright. I don't know. I might get it just to try to beat that shit. See if I can do it. I might like it. I might like it. I liked
All
the
right.
Diablo. That was a good game. I beat that shit.
Yeah, Diablo. I remember freaking
Yeah, it reminds you of
what's
that.
this?
Yeah, like it looks like that.
Diablo's pretty bugged out, man.
Yeah,
That
I beat
top down thing.
that shit is good.
All right. All right. So yeah, it sounds interesting. I probably might not get it, but it's
Yeah,
all
I'm not
good. Though
getting
I
that
said
shit.
everybody has different tastes, right?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
what.
I might. Yo.
That stays on the shelf.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
exactly.
wait.
Definitely, it stays on the shelf,
Save
yo.
that. Save that. Actually,
It'll stay on the shelf collecting dust.
hell yeah.
All right, now we're gonna go up into our next section. All right, and the next section is actually called Mad Drama. All right, basically adjusting all the drama that's going down. Now, the first thing on the docket is Crytek. Crytek has had some major issues lately. They have 7 studios and they closed 5 of them. All right,
Man.
5 of the studios, yo. So, what are your thoughts on that, Ghost?
Wow, man. Just to close down studios. I feel like Microsoft should just snatch up their IPs basically. Or, you know what I mean? Like do something. Like don't let Far Cry, Crisis, and all that go, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Those games are fire.
yeah. But Far Cry, doesn't Ubisoft have the rights? They got the rights to Far Cry.
Right,
They only
Far
did the
Cry, they got
first
the
one.
rights, right?
Yeah, but they did the first one though. True that. But the thing is, they sold the IP to Ubisoft. What
Ah,
they need to do if they want to stay afloat, sell Rise Son of Rome to Microsoft.
that's yeah. I'm saying Rise Son of Rome and grab that other one, Crisis, bro.
Crisis. Yep.
Crisis.
Yeah.
That game, I played part 3. I had it. My man lent it to me for a little while. My boy, I played it for a
Hmm.
little bit, gave it back. That shit was fire from what I played.
Okay. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, what are your thoughts, Jalen?
It sucks that a bunch of people lost their job, man, and
Yeah,
5 studios that was probably like 5 games being worked on that won't see the light of day. And it would be cool if Microsoft were to hire some of those people who got lost their job, and if they could acquire Crytek, they could snatch that engine up, buy them mainly for
Yeah.
the staff and the
CryEngine.
engine. Yeah, that engine is something. That is a crazy engine,
Oh, I
and
can't
that could
front.
be put to good use, man. Imagine a Killer Instinct or like a Teo Fang on that engine.
Yeah, I
Like Killer
can.
Instinct 2. Wow.
It'll be amazing. Yeah, that engine is one of the sickest engines. As a matter of fact, when they came out with that engine, um, they actually won accolades and awards across the industry because of the engine, as far as real time. Right, everything that happens in the game is real time, from the water to the mud. I mean, leaves off trees. I mean, it's just wicked. You know what I'm saying? And it's understandable. These guys are mad talented, and that engine is no freaking joke. So, I mean, Microsoft really does need to get on it. I can't find. Now, let's move on to the next thing on the docket. All
Mm.
right. Dead Rising 4 outsells the late Guardian. What are your thoughts on that, Ghost?
Oh man, I, I think we smell a dud coming from the PlayStation side. I'm just saying it might have sold, but for Dead Rising 4 to outsell it, that's hot, man. Because that game I finished, and that's a badass game, man. What's crazy about it, guys, is you could play that game two kind of ways. You could play it as a slasher, and
Uh-huh.
you could play it as a dude, bro, with guns. You know how they do. Feel me, guys?
Yep.
Or as a dude,
Yep.
bro, but you can run around just with guns and kill massive zombies. The swarms of zombies they come at you is fire. Like it's nothing but blood all over you. The ending, I don't want to spoil it, but I can't wait for the DLC or whatever because the shit was fire and I enjoyed it and I had a great time beating that game. And for whoever's out there listening to my subscribers, if you ain't buy Dead Rising 4, that's a nice Christmas gift to give to your kids and a nice Christmas gift to have for yourself as a gamer. You understand? Like
Yeah.
that game is sick, yo.
All right. That's what's up. Yo, Jay, what are your thoughts?
um, so the ponies won't get mad. I'll say okay, it was in the UK, but I won't be surprised if it happens worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
UK is a pretty is their market's pretty similar to ours. And our market basically dominates the earth. So
Mm-hmm.
fucking we pretty much what we buy is pretty much what the world buys and what sells in general. So, it's possible that I outsold it. And to me, it's really no surprise because Last Guardian, had 8 years of hype, and people are really hyped for no reason. They're just hyped because it's like that carrot being dangled in front of the horse. It's just this idea of this game that's been, held in front of you for all these years that it's finally coming. I think people
Mm-hmm.
just lost hype at one point.
Yeah.
And of course, the
That's a,
slaves bought it. The corporate slaves
Oh,
bought it.
of course, definitely, man. All the corporate slaves and the ponies. Know what I'm saying? They all
And
yo,
flock to it.
just
like
to add. Oh, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
it's cool, but I don't know, charging $60 for a remastered game from the vault. I don't know, that's crazy, man. These Japanese developers they gotta be more conscious. I mean, yeah, more cautious. No, conscious. I mean, I don't know how you could feel good selling a game like that for the same price as an Uncharted. When not nearly when a fourth of the work was put into Last Guardian. Compared to an Uncharted, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And Dead Rising, like Ghost said, it's a blast, man. There's people want to talk about variety. That game has
Yep.
gameplay variety. You could play it like he was saying as a shooter, as a hack and slash, as a fucking driver. You could fucking
Yep.
trample zombies. You could create combo the craziest weapons in gaming
Yeah.
in this game.
Word.
The amount and more enemies on screen than you ever fucking see in any other game.
Yep.
Without
So,
a single hiccup. The frame rate is rock solid on this game. It's a
wow.
beautiful game, man.
Amen to that, bro. That's worth the 60.
This game is gaming heaven, by the way. It's
Yo,
just gaming heaven.
yo,
That
dude, yeah,
game.
you guys is making me envious right about now because I've been buying so many
Yo,
games, man. I ain't got the funds yet to get Dead
and
Rising
here's the
4.
thing about Dead Rising. Apparently, the I heard the co-op from Master Chief and Merkham. It's basically another campaign. So
The
there's kind of
co-op?
like two camp. Yeah, that's what he was.
Oh,
That's what they were sounding like it was saying. So don't quote me on this, but it sounds like it's its own campaign, the co-op,
wow,
because there's a leveling system in it and
dope,
everything.
dude. That really sounds sick, man. That don't
Also,
sound
man, think
yeah.
about this, guys. Recall got blamed for his. They were shitting on Recall, right?
Yeah,
For
for load times and shit,
load times, the loading
glitches. Yeah,
times, glitches, and ain't that the same shit happening with Last Guardian, bro?
yeah. And Recore was
Actually,
20
that's
bucks
the next
cheaper.
thing as far as the
Everybody
backlog. If you think
sounding like a
about it.
church mouse out there. They like, chill, don't say nothing, man. Dogs in the way, bro. Don't say nothing. It waits like 10, 15 minutes for the shit to move. Like, damn.
Yeah, that's the next thing I wanted to get to.
That's
The
great.
Last Guardian,
The late
Digital
Guardian.
Foundry, right? Oh, the Late Guardian, right? That's right, the Late Guardian. It
That-
was running on PS4 at 20 frames per second. A game that looks like it's from the PS3 era on the PS4. And then on the PS4 Pro, they got it to 30 frames. Wow.
Whoa, whoa.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
like, that extra power is for what? It seems like they're not using it for anything. They're only
Yo,
using it for what? HDR and 4K checkerboard. Yo, I applaud you, man. Y'all
word.
got suckered into buying another console for shit.
Yo, Sony, yo, no lies, Sony's always kind of like shitting on their consumers, man. The consumers don't say nothing, bro. How
I
you take
know,
a
man.
game that's 8 to 9 years to 10 years to come out or whatever? Because time is still flying by, and it finally came out. But even if they shelved it, think about it. They shelved it, and these
Mhm.
developers bring it back out. They got people crying. They got people sad, and it's not even popping like that. Like shit is
Yeah, it
corny,
is.
bro. Like that's why I say sometimes I'll be bugging like what people think sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's certain games that people like. That I'll be like, I don't like that shit. Like as soon as I seen it, when I first ever laid my eyes on that shit, I knew the
Mhm.
shit was trash. Like that shit looks trash.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
come on, man. The character, the fade, it don't even look like a real little boy. Like
I know,
come
man. It's
on,
supposed to be
man.
next gen.
This is the next gen. Yeah, like if you talk about Uncharted, okay, I understand that. You talk about Horizon is coming out for this. All right, that
Yep.
looks good. You know what I mean? Like look
Yeah.
at those type
Hell
of
yeah.
games. Then you look at the Last Guardian. Like that's your big AAA hitter that you was holding down for so long. That was getting pushed back and pushed back. And
Hmm.
y'all was talking all of this last year, showing on the E3. Oh, they're gonna get it. Oh my God, this game is this. Come on, are you gonna tell me they ain't buying that shit? Come
Yep.
on, man.
Like for the 20 frames, man, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna not blame that on Sony. I'm gonna blame that on the Last Guardian developers, them lazy
Of
ass
course. It's a
motherfuckers, bro.
Japanese developer. What you want?
Exactly. You stole the words right out of my mouth, man.
No, I know. I know. I'm sorry, dude. I should have said
Nah,
that, but
nah,
it
man.
came from the heart, bro.
Oh yeah, of course, bro. As long as the point gets across, I don't care who says it.
Nah, but it's
Yeah.
just you know what I find strange, guys. I find
Well, actually,
weird
want to
that
know what I found strange? A lot of
right.
the games on the PS4 Pro are having performance issues. What's up with that?
Oh, I don't. Yo,
What's up
come
with
That
on.
I
that?
can't explain.
I can't explain that either, bro. I can't explain
they,
how the regular PlayStation that I got right now is holding
hmm
better frame rates than the Pro. That's crazy.
Exactly, dude.
And that's their new hardware, basically.
Basically. What do you think, Jay?
For like AAA games, I can't explain that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's the hardware or what.
I know there got to be something there.
Yeah.
It's like they're first party games. Is there something about the system that it makes it hard to program for? I mean, I remember the issues they had with the PS3. We all remember the issues they had with the PS3. But this one, it's supposed they did good with the PS4, regular PS4 with the vanilla one. Know what I'm saying? You know, when they brought out the Slim, I didn't like it because it looked like Boogie sat on it, like I said in the prior video. But and the new one looks just like a Big Mac. Know what I'm saying? The Pro looked like a freaking Big Mac to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. But the Big Mac, it seems like there's no meat in it because it drops frame rates like crazy.
That's sad. Like that's new, some new. Which I think, guys, I think they fronting with the 4K really hard body
No
because they
doubt.
know it was really meant for the VR. I think that console really.
Exactly. That's what it was
But
for,
they know
VR.
Microsoft is bringing that 4K, so they gotta push the narrative of the 4K. But really, this shit is really meant for VR. I think their power is truly in the VR.
So half them
That's my
Japanese.
honest opinion.
No doubt, man. What do you think about that, Jay?
Yeah, that's a possibility, man. Cause if they really wanted to make a 4K console, they would have waited a little. They would have put out a
Yep.
more beefy machine. I
Mhm.
believe the PS4 Pro is more powerful than most PC gamers' rigs. One of the
Hmm.
developers for Ark Survival
That's
said it's a
true.
$900 PC, which I
Oh,
believe.
Hmm.
But these PC gamers have you believe that a $400 PC will destroy your freaking Xbox One. But you got real developers from Ark, which Ark is more of an Xbox leaning and PC leaning game. But even they're saying that this PS4 Pro is a $900 machine. But I think Sony would have waited to make like a Scorpio, which would probably be around 10, 12 or whatever. However expensive a Scorpio machine would be. I think they should have waited. And them not waiting just shows that they were just trying to put a slight upgrade to handle VR.
Exactly.
You know.
And they didn't know Microsoft was gonna do this.
Nah, that's why they were stunned after the E3.
Yeah, that's
They
why they
didn't
didn't show
expect
it.
Microsoft to talk about the specs for the Scorpio. They're like, oh shit, they
They
just
didn't want to show
blew us
that
out the
shit
water.
because they knew the Sony crowd was gonna go boo once they see that
Exactly,
Scorpio,
dude.
because they always after
Exactly.
Microsoft.
That's
So
why
the
they
Sony
pulled it
crowd
from
was
the
gonna be
show,
waiting
man.
like, we got you the PS4 with VR, and it's
Mhm.
4.2 teraflops. No,
Bang bang.
bang bang.
If you think about it, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this though, but they never announced that they had an unveiling for their PlayStation 4 Pro until after the E3.
Right.
All right. And since it was after the E3, you know how Sony normally adjusts their show accordingly to what Microsoft does in the morning, know what I'm saying? Because Sony always wants to get the better, know what I'm saying, the better show.
Yeah,
And then it was jarring at the end of the show that Days Gone showed up again with just gameplay. I was like, it's kind of weird. And how long it was, I was like, that seems like that was the section for the PS4 Pro. But since Microsoft showed off the
I
Scorpio, they
agree.
was like, damn, they're gonna steal our thunder.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was like, no, 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 pull it out, pull it out. And then they after the show, they announced, oh yeah, we got our unveiling in September.
You know what makes me laugh when these
Mm-hmm.
Sony dudes and PC dudes try to shit on the Xbox and get on our comment sections and try to shit on us and call us
Yeah.
liars. Well,
Mm-hmm.
it only gets Microsoft and them matter, and it makes them do better for us as consumers. Like, we getting the better
Exactly.
stuff. Like, we get better games. They give us backwards compatibility, that which a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people forgot to talk about. That's makes up for them niche as JRPGs. If you really think
Oh
about it,
yeah.
we got what, about like 300. If
Yep.
Around
300.
like
Yeah,
300, right?
300 titles,
Ain't
man.
that 300 titles? If you don't, a lot of them titles on there are not on the PlayStation 4. Wouldn't
Dude.
that make them
Oh.
exclusive?
A
I
lot of
mean,
those
yeah.
back and pack games are more relevant than those Japanese games.
Oh, hell yeah!
A lot
Definitely.
of them are
I was
more
gonna do a
relevant than
video on it
freaking
too.
Xbox and PlayStation exclusives like
I was
Red
gonna do
Dead.
a video because I was gonna
Oh,
read out.
Red Dead Redemption.
That's
Oof.
They
more relevant than Uncharted and I'd say Gears and Halo maybe.
Red Redemption. I beat that shit with Prime 730, and I tell you like this,
Wow.
yeah, like Red Redemption is just straight up bad. That was one of the best games they fucking came out. Like, period. That shit was sick at its time. Like,
I'm envious.
graphics is fire. Like, at that time, the graphics
That
was
game
sick.
was huge.
It was
Huge at the
nice.
time, man.
Man, I wish I had gotten it. I'm waiting on the sequel though. Know what I'm saying? Because there's just too many games though, man. I'm still playing a lot of games right now, man. And I ain't
Yeah,
even
I
got
feel
that
you.
Ryzen 4. I kind of envy you guys not being able to play it yet. But it's I got so
If I
many
were you,
other
man,
games though.
I'd wait about 4 days or whenever the sale comes about, you probably be able to get it for like $40.
Oh, word? You think they're gonna put it on sale? It just came out.
It's a Christmas game, man.
Christmas game.
You never know.
Ooh, true that. Ah,
It's the
yeah, that's
perfect
what's
game to.
up,
I
man.
don't think they'll discount it too much, but at least 40.
Yeah, that actually sounds about fair though. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Nintendo Switch.
Ooh.
Nintendo Switch being less powerful than the XB1 and the PS4. What are your
Ooh.
thoughts on that, Jalen?
I'm not surprised at all, man. I'm really not. And I'm honest. I know Nintendo ain't ever gonna really listen. They ain't ever really gonna follow the crowd. I think they do
Nah.
this shit on purpose. They,
Yes,
Exactly.
they
they do.
I think they just try to be their own shit, do their own thing. And that's a good thing for their fans, but a bad thing for the masses. They're gonna get the nostalgia hounds, and they're gonna get some of the Japanese gamers with RPGs, and they're gonna get the kids.
Hmm.
They don't want the young male demographic or the adult male demographic or just any demographic besides those three markets I just listed.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
definitely.
and they found their niche. They're sticking by it. I think it'll do better than the Wii U. It's gonna basically they said they're not gonna market it as a handheld, but I think they're gonna eventually have to, man. because no one's gonna really use this as a console alternative. I think it's gonna
Wow.
be more used for handheld gaming. A super powerful handheld console.
I agree
Not
with
a
you.
bad deal. And
Nah.
they got their exclusives that everybody loves. 8 million copies of Mario Kart sold. That right there should tell you that people
Yeah.
fuck with
There's
Nintendo.
fans, bro. There's
Yeah,
fans.
man.
Exactly,
Nintendo
dude.
got a big fan base, man. Don't let it just because it's Nintendo. Don't let it
Yeah.
sleep on. You know what I mean? You don't want to let that shit
I'll
Yeah.
sleep.
get it, but not day one because they delayed Zelda. They
Oh,
delayed Zelda. They're not getting my purchase.
I know, dude. I heard about that. What are your thoughts, Ghost?
hey, I say it like this: Nintendo's always been for the kids, so they're never gonna change their way. Why change if you're making money? Look at that, Mario Kart, 8 million. That's
Yeah.
Nintendo's Nintendo
Pokemon 14
handhelds.
million.
Yeah, exactly. Think about that. That's all they're gonna do. Basically, is that handheld? I'm getting it. Day one, I'm gonna buy it. Fuck it. It's a handheld, and you can have it as a console. That's badass, man. And Nintendo's known for their handhelds. You know what I mean. It's not gonna be strong as the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, but it's Nintendo. Nintendo's the granddaddy. Like basically, they still out here.
Actually, if you think about it, they saved the gaming industry.
Exactly, and I ain't gonna lie, like Nintendo's alright. Like I ain't gonna shit on it, even though they got Mario's forever, Zeldas and all that. They stretched them out OD, but that's Nintendo. That's their thing. That's what they known for. Nintendo's known for Mario. Nintendo's known for the Zeldas. They known
Yeah.
for these certain type of games, and they're not gonna just let that go and lose the kid crowd because everybody has kids every day, and those kids grow up, and those kids are what?
Mhm.
Mario. Oh, Zelda. They're gonna play
Pokemon, man.
games. Pokemon, definitely Pokemon. You know that.
Yeah.
Look how much it sold. So
14
that
million. That's
Right.
crazy.
Nintendo's gonna give us the games basically, like you said, Jay. And I think more or less people are gonna use it. I agree with you, Jay, as a handheld. But I'm getting that, and my wife's getting one. So
Yeah.
that's two
I
sold
can't.
already.
I'll probably get that one too, man. It's actually Nintendo, like you guys said, they've actually been in it for a minute, and they go to the beat of their own drum,
Yep.
right? They don't listen to nobody else. When they came out with the Wii last year, and everybody, oh, that shit ain't gonna work as the gimmick, man. They sold over 100 million consoles, yo. I mean, they know what the heck they doing, man. Nintendo knows how to capture people's attention. What they did with the Switch was ingenious, yo. I mean, I had my daughter tripping out. I was like, I'm gonna get it for my son. I'm like, yeah, right. I mean, I'm just saying. It's like I can understand, man, and it seems pretty cool. It's not that inferior to the Xbox One and PS4. It's maybe by a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But people was just like trying to blow it out of proportion and trying to take a shit on it when they have no clue that everybody wants a Switch. A lot of
A
people
lot
saw
of
that when they saw that reveal, and they was like, "Yo, that looks hot."
yeah. Man, think about that, man. That's you taking it as a handheld and coming home putting it in, and it's a console.
Yup.
That's dope. I give
No, man.
Nintendo props to that.
Yeah, that was some out the box thinking, man. Even Phil Spencer was blown away.
Also think about this, J Long and Colada. If
Hmm.
you put it in terms like this, Nintendo's comfortable where they at. Because if they go into where the big boys is at, that's like a boxer going, you know what? I'm going into the UFC and I'm gonna knock that motherfucker out. Eventually, what's gonna happen in the UFC rules, the boxer's gonna get his ass whipped. So basically, if you
Yup.
take a UFC dude and put him in boxing where he don't got his rules and is going by boxing rules, the UFC dude is gonna get his ass whipped. So Nintendo
Exactly.
knows there's boundaries. I'm not gonna go with two tyrants is going at it, and we tyrants ourselves. But why clash with these two when we're making a lot of money over here?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? I'm not
exactly.
gonna
Right.
clash with two motherfucking titans. You know what I mean?
Yup.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna play
exactly.
Kratos. This is some motherfucking people that's rich too. Like they going at it. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
both got
interfere with
dollars,
that.
man.
Yep. They
You
not
know
gonna
what
go
I'm
into
saying?
that.
Like Sony got, well, I think Nintendo's worth more than Sony at this point, aren't they? I think I
Yeah,
remember
I
who else
believe
had,
so. Around there.
right? It's kind of trippy. You know what I'm saying? Sony got movie studios, they got music studios, they got PlayStation View. I mean, they got PlayStation Now that's on TVs. And yet Nintendo is worth more than Sony. Wow.
Nintendo, Nintendo's Nintendo, bro. They hold
No
their
doubt,
own.
man.
They hold their own, bro. I give it to them. I tip my hat off to them.
All right, no doubt. All right, so y'all mind, we're gonna move on to the next section.
Yeah.
And this is the section called MIA, the games that have been missing in action for years. All right, we're only gonna highlight like a couple every week, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason the show is this long this week because there was a lot of shit. So next week is not going to be quite as long. Trust me. All
How
right.
long are we
But
going right now?
all right. Well, actually, Blinks the Time Sweeper on the OG Xbox. That's been missing since the OG Xbox, and that game was actually made by the co-creator of Sonic, the co-creator and character designer of Sonic. Now, may he rest in peace. He actually, died a few years back and whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? I thought it was an incredible series. I had played the first one and the second one. The second one, they actually evolved the gameplay mechanics, even though it wasn't as graphically impressive as the first one, though. But I still enjoyed the hell out of both of them. All right. What are your thoughts on that, Ghost?
I'll tell you like this: if that was an OG Xbox box game,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna give my insight on that. I gotta leave that up to you and Jay,
All right. All right.
because
Now, Jay, what's up?
I ain't with the OG.
Uh, like Ghost, I didn't own it. I played the OG at a friend's house, but he did not have Blinks.
Yeah.
I played Blinks like once at Toys R Us. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was rewinding and shit.
Oh wow. Yeah, the rewind.
I remember being impressed by the visuals, but I don't have too much experience with
The
that.
OG.
All right.
Yeah, with
Well,
that.
thanks. I
I
thank
played
you very
Fight
much,
Night.
though, Jay Long. Jay Long, I thank you very much that you brought
Yeah.
up the rewind. Before that, there were no games that had rewind. Blinks was the first one to pull off that on the
Mm.
OG Xbox.
Yeah,
Cloud. You know what I'm saying? The OG Xbox was a system that outclassed every console when it was out. Literally. I mean, it basically pooped all over everything.
yeah, that's true.
All right. But let's move on to the next game. This next game we haven't seen for a minute either. Not since the PlayStation 2 generation. Twisted Metal. Now that
Whoo!
was a series that was bad ass back in the day, yo.
Yo.
And I don't know what's up with Sony, but I think they should bring it back. But either way, I digress. Jay, what are your thoughts on it?
Funny thing, I was playing Twisted Metal Black a few minutes ago actually. That one didn't
Yeah.
age well, but I played a lot of the ones on PS1. Those are pretty good back in the day, but I also remember the one on PSP. That was probably my favorite. I forget the name of it exactly. But yeah,
Actually, you
Twisted
played
Metal's a
Twisted
fun
Metal
game.
Black a little while
Twisted
ago,
Metal
right?
was fun as
Yeah,
hell.
You
yeah,
played
like an
it on
hour
what? What
ago.
did you play it on?
The PS4.
Oh, thank you. I just,
Or,
I
or
just
how
wanted to
Ghost
put that
calls
out
it, the shit Station 4.
Oh man, that's just fucking around, man.
All right, but yeah, continue, J-Lo.
But yeah, Twisted Metal's a cool game. It's grimy. It's got vehicle combat. They did do it on a PS3. I played a little bit of it, but I was mainly a 360 person last generation, so I never owned that game.
Mm.
No, okay.
I had fun with Twisted Metal back in the days. That shit was fun as hell. Cop car with electricity, fucking ice cream truck with that fucking
I
clown.
know, right?
That shit is badass. Like, yeah, I'm down with that. That shit is a buy.
I know, right?
That shit ain't
I
staying
think
in the store with me. I'm buying that if it
that's
come
what I'm
out.
saying. They should bring that back out,
Bring that
man. I
back.
mean,
Bring it back. Yeah, definitely. You got my vote. Bring it back.
that's what I'm saying, man. Word up. Now, the next section we're gonna be talking about is the section called "Now Ain't That a Trip?" Basically, the trippiest stuff has been going down. Ready at Dawn, actually coming out with an indie type game, or maybe it's a full game. I don't know what it is. All right, I know there's squishy people, there's aliens, and plants or fruits. I don't know what the hell it is. And one of the stages is similar to Rocket League. All right, but it's trippy. Ready at Dawn. Know what I'm saying? I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Jalen?
I've seen some screenshots. Let me look at some gameplay. It's
Right,
cool. It's cool to see them break out of Sony's clutches or whatever.
grasp. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think, Ghost?
Same thing over here, bro. I'm ready to
we're
check that
both
shit
looking.
right now.
We're
Hell
both on
yeah.
you.
Ready
Well,
at
you want to know what
It's
I'm
called.
thinking?
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm thinking, me personally, Ready at Dawn, they should have taken the Order 1886 to Microsoft. All right, I have a feeling
Ooh.
that Microsoft would have nurtured that property, and it would have been a powerhouse like Gears. All right, because I
Would have
actually played it at
multiplayer.
my cousin's house, man. You know what I'm saying? But like that chapter 3, where it's just one long chapter of them talking, and then you move on to the next chapter 4 with no gameplay. I'm like, wow. You could tell Sony doesn't have their hands to make sure the shit is top quality on it, because who would let somebody do something like that, man? I know Microsoft would have been tripping, like, wait a minute, what you doing? A whole stage and it's just a cutscene? A whole chapter, a cutscene, really? And then you have people walking around half the time. The gameplay was cool, but damn, so much walking around and
Is it the
cutscenes.
one with the VR set?
I'm not. It's called Deformers. Deformers is the game that
This
Ready
shit
at Dawn
looks
is
pretty
on.
fun. I'm not even gonna
Yeah, it
lie.
does, man. It does. It looks
It
fun as
reminds me of another Sony property called Loco Roco, but in 3D, where you had these blobs and they'd split up into smaller blobs. It
yeah,
looks like
yeah. I
that,
remember
but
that.
multiplayer. Oh, this
Yeah,
looks
true
and
that.
the graphics are actually really nice.
Well, it's Ready
Ah,
at Dawn. Know what I'm
this
saying?
looks really good.
Same Ready at Dawn, I think, or Microsoft, one of them two. As a matter of fact, if I get to talk to Phil, I'm gonna let him know. Like, talk to Ready at Dawn, try to do an exclusive with they asses. Know what I'm saying?
It looks
And
like
nurture their
Loco
prop.
Roco, man. Like Loco Roco meets Super Monkey Ball meets
Oh,
Katamari kinda with the rolling action.
yeah. I played Super Monkey Ball and Katamari back in the day, dude. Those ships was a trip. Local Roco, I saw it at my cousin's crib. All right, and the next thing, Microsoft is actually putting out commercials for the Xbox One S, talking about the network that won't let you down. And why
That
is
is
they putting out
cold.
commercials like this? Because an independent company in the US did a study on both networks. And they found out the Sony network is kind of like dog shit. Know what I'm saying? I mean, J Long, when you first got your PS4, what happened?
All right, so I go to the store. I'm looking for games. I cycle through a lot of the Jap crap, and I ended up buying this indie game that looked better than The Last Guardian called I actually forgot the name.
All
I
right, all
bought
right,
this
cool.
fucking Twisted Metal for like $3. So
Uh-huh.
I buy it, and then it says PlayStation Network is under maintenance. So I had to wait a couple fucking minutes, go back to the store, and then I had to rebuy the game. And I just opened the fucking thing.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
Want to know
it's
what's a
fucking
trip?
retarded.
It's been under maintenance for 3 years.
Wow, wow,
Wow.
that is ridiculous, bro.
Since it
Yo,
launched, the motherfucking network's been under maintenance. Dude,
yo.
I'm glad I play on Xbox One though. I mean, I do plan on getting a PS4, but I ain't getting PSN, man. That shit is dog shit,
Yeah, I
yo.
do not have PS
If
Plus.
anything,
Fuck that.
if a good multiplayer game comes out, all of us can buy. We're gonna buy 1 month just to play that multiplayer game, and then just
Yep.
let the subscription run out. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
mean,
man.
serious, man. And then, of course, the next thing on the docket was fucking Return to Arkham. Return to Arkham on the PS4 Pro. It just recently got a patch because it had performance issues and it kept crashing on motherfuckers.
Wow.
That's
All
sad.
right? Now, what are your thoughts on that, Ghost? I mean, seriously.
That's fucked up, man. Just straight crashing. That's
You know what I'm
sad.
saying? It's the PS4 Pro. It's supposed to have more juice under the hood.
I mean,
I guess.
I don't know what to
That,
say, man, on that,
I'm
man. Like,
telling you,
How are you
the juice under
struggling?
the hood,
Oh
the
my
juice under
god.
that's
the
all
hood
you
is
get is an
Kool-Aid.
awkward console. That's what I don't understand. Like, why is that console going through problems? And I heard it's been overheating a lot. Is that true?
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm not sure because I really
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
seen
not
too many
sure.
things on it. I know Next Gen put out something about it, you know what I'm saying, addressing the issue. You know what I'm saying? But if it is overheating on people, damn, they need to get at Sony. They need to fix their shit. Right or
Wow.
wrong.
I mean, I'll be mad if my shit get overheated. I'll be tight.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
What is
Jay,
it?
what do you
It's
think?
crazy how Last Guardian, which is basically a PS3 game from the vault, that's struggling on the Pro. And Return to Arkham, which was a PS3 game also, that's struggling on the vault too. It's like I wonder what the hell it is. Maybe DirectX 9 games or whatever struggle on that hardware. Is that I don't know, it's just kind of a coincidence.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a last gen game. I mean, even though it
Yeah.
is a remaster, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
But
But
it's
still,
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
this is like supposedly the ultimate thing that Sony put out, and it can't even fuck with a game from last gen that was remastered. Wow. And
Yeah, it's
that's just
ridiculous.
from another company. That's from a third party. No, they're having issues with their first party as well. You know what I'm saying? But this is the trippiest thing though that I saw actually. I actually went to this website where they were showing how to create a Japanese PlayStation Network account, a PSN account in Japan. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow. So they give you this full walkthrough on how to create it. Want to know how you do one on Xbox One? Just change the language to Japanese and you're ready in Japan. That's it.
I actually have a fucking Japanese account, dude. I actually have one on PS3.
I know.
Japanese
You told
account.
me, brother.
Wow,
But that's the trippiest thing I found, yo. What do you guys think about that shit, yo?
that's crazy.
How does the American console have an easier way to get to Japan? That's the crazy thing.
I know,
It's like,
right?
yeah,
That's
like I don't know. I think a Japanese company, should streamline that shit. It's gonna add to their economy. If an American person, switches to Japan, that goes to yen. That goes to their economy,
Exactly.
not ours.
Hmm.
I don't know what the fuck they're why aren't they, thinking?
Yo, who knows, man? Who knows how
yo.
Japanese think, right?
You know how it is, man. It is what it is, guys. The motherfuckers don't care.
Yo, yo. Now
We
that
just
was it
want
for
your
that.
money.
Yo, say what you gotta say, Ghost. Ghost,
Nah,
go.
they said this, Coletta. Just give me your money. Shit.
Yeah, just give us all your money.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. All right. Well, y'all don't mind? I'm gonna move on to the next section.
Yeah.
The next section is called Smoke and Mirrors. All right. This is the section where basically we're gonna be grilling any publisher, any company that's gonna be coming out with things that we think are actually messed up. You know what I'm saying? And they're on smoke and mirrors in order to get people to, switch or whatever, or think along their path. For example, the first thing on the docket was the PlayStation experience. All right. You know what I'm saying? We never really addressed it this way, but on the PlayStation experience, they're touting off a new console that plays games, you know what I'm saying? In 4K, and all the games that they showed weren't running in 4K. They were running at 1080,
Mm-hmm.
right? And nobody made an issue of it. But if Microsoft would have done it, they would have blew Microsoft out the water,
What?
talking about, oh no, that they lying, this, and that. But yet these guys, they give Sony a pass. What are your thoughts on that, guys?
It's been happening since the beginning of this generation, man. It's been unfair. We've been everybody in the community been saying this, trying to reach out to people so they can see that it is biased. The media is
Definitely.
biased. It's not like they giving you good scores on games. When you see Phil Spencer, and that's why I like him a lot because Phil Spencer, he blocks all of that. He's looking like Ben Wallace. Get that
Yeah.
shit out of here. When they trying to hate, but Phil is stopping all the hate. They try to say the console got 5 teraflops now. These rumors came out of nowhere. Phil debunked it. Get that shit out of here. Like they always trying to do something, and Phil's always clipping it, like cutting out of nowhere. And he'll go somewhere, do his little interview, and shut it down. You understand? Like you never
Exactly.
noticed. They said they had 4.2, and then it was gonna because the Sony is gonna go up.
Hmm.
Nah, it was just 4.2. So all those
Yeah,
people was fucking
4.2.
liars. They got
Yeah,
exposed for
they are.
saying that bullshit, running with it. But none of us talk about that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things there. A lot of Sony YouTubers say they come out bullshit, but
Yep.
nobody exposes them on it. You know what I mean? But we just saying like in short words, a lot of these dudes that be over there be full of shit, bro. Like, let's
Yep.
be honest here, man. The console's all right, it's good, and I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to my subscribers. Like I'm gonna start playing my PlayStation 4. You understand? I
Hmm.
don't be on my PlayStation 4. I got too much excuse my French. I got too much Xbox games to get through and
Yeah,
play
same here, man.
to beat, bro. So that's what kept me busy. And I'm gonna get on my PlayStation. I want to start playing. Cause I beat Until Dawn. I beat Until
Hmm.
Dawn. It's a great movie,
Right.
and it's you could say a Telltale game, but with graphics like that, I'll cop one anytime. You know what I mean? Like that game was fire. It was alright as a movie. I wish you could fight and go crazy, like, but you can't. It's just sceneries. You know what I mean?
All right. True that. Yo, Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, basically everything goes the same, man. Like, I don't know any other company would perform that kind of shit and they get called out for it. You just go in an event, talking out your assholes, talking, like they're basically they're very picky with their words, man. And when I see them do shit like that, that makes me curious. Curious,
Hmm.
you're hiding something. If you're not
Exactly.
being straight to the point, and if you're talking in circles, I think something's up. And obviously something was up. We saw the pro, and I don't think that pro is worth it. especially with the Scorpio on the horizon. No pun intended.
No,
You
definitely.
know.
Yeah.
All right, I
Oh,
feel
another
you.
thing on Collider,
Yeah.
Phil Spencer. They had asked him. Everybody thought we was all bugging out. Everybody's crazy, and Phil just shut. Once again, he blocked when he said it's basically unfair how our games like Recall, Quantum Break, and all that get low scores, but they give No Man's Ass and Chicken Feet and all that high scores. You understand me?
Yeah,
Like
basically.
that's crazy. All through this generation, they've been shitting on Microsoft, bro. We got
Exactly.
TV first, they bashed it. Sony got TV, they praise it. You know, anything that Sony
Yep.
do, bro. Why you think the MPDs? I don't even worry about it no more. I
No,
really
no
don't,
doubt, man.
because
I feel you.
it is what it is, man. Like Microsoft won four in a row. I was like, oh shit. They picked up speed. I went for it. We lost. I took my hat off to Sony. But goddamn, son, the media and them, that the guy giving people fucking for a blade of grass, an extra blade of grass, you say the game is better, or you still give it to Sony when our frame rates is better than theirs and theirs is dipping badly. You still give it to them, like how, like Digital Foundries and all that. All of them are biased, bro. All of them. And I don't know how the Sony dudes can't at least give me one Sony dude, man. Plus now they all say they how you say it, guys? They neutrals. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
please be honest. I just want to hear one Sony dude, bro. Be honest and say, yeah, man, it is biased though. Yo, but we
Look,
got it. Just be honest about it. Don't sugarcoat and lie. Cause you all look like
I
fucking
know,
asses.
man. Know what I'm
It's
saying?
obviously you can see that. Like, you know,
So-
that's
There's
what
so
pisses
many.
me off.
There's so many dudes in the PlayStation community that sugarcoat so many things, man. It'll give a person diabetes, yo. I'm serious, man. Talk about we're the only show that actually don't sugarcoat shit. We actually
Yeah.
state what we feel, and that's the way it's supposed to be. You don't freaking try to cater to another demographic, try to cater to some, or try to cater to some other YouTubers or a certain community or whatever, or a certain circle of YouTubers. Nah, come on, man. Nah, ours is our opinions, and ain't nobody telling us what we think. All right, we
Yeah.
think what we want to think. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is a trip though, man. Now, actually, I'm gonna move on though, unless you guys got anything else to say about that.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
All right. Well, also the next thing on Smoke and Mirrors, this is just the second thing. Um, the new Zelda, a rumor that it was canceled on Wii U, and Ukulele was canceled on Wii U, and they're moving to Switch, the Nintendo Switch. What are your thoughts on that? Starting with you, Ghost.
That's a good thing for Zelda and all that. Come on, man. The Switch coming out as a handheld, and you, nah, come on, man. That's a must buy, bro. I can't wait to get it.
Really? What are your
Yeah, like
thoughts on that, Jadon?
Uh,
My bad. I think I cut you off, Ghost. What
nah,
was
nah,
that?
nah. Like I'm gonna get it, and I'm glad if they taking their time with it. At least they're gonna make it better. You,
All right.
you don't want games rushed out too fast,
I feel you.
cause that's when you do get them hiccups, them glitches, and all that. And then people post it up. Oh, look at the game, cause that's what certain people do. They just like doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I could go through a wall here. The game is fucked up. You know, there's people out there that do that shit. Look for anything.
Yo, the reason I put that game in the smoke and mirror section because I'm thinking the game became too big for the Wii U to handle.
Ooh, that's shots
Right?
fired, son. You had them.
I mean, that's what I'm
No
thinking
dude's gonna
deep
get at
down. Right? And that's the reason they're making the switch to the Wii U. I mean, to the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Making the switch to the Switch. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing that because I don't think there was enough juice. They were having performance issues. So they was like, you know what? It's a brand new console. It's gonna sell like hotcakes. You know
you.
what I'm
Hell
saying? Let's just put it on that and make it the best we can make it. All right, but let's go with you, Jalon. What do you think?
I'm upset and not upset because I bought the Wii U before the Switch was announced, and I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
the Switch was I don't know what I was thinking about the Switch, but I bought the Wii U with the intentions of getting the games that are already out and ending it
Mm-hmm.
off with Zelda. But
Exactly.
the Switch actually seems like an enticing console though, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw it running on the Wii U at I think it was the Game Awards. That
Mm-hmm.
shit was like Last Guardian frame rate. So you know
Wow.
it's for the better, I guess. Maybe they can actually expand the world, add focus more on the Switch version and add more next gen features. You know.
Definitely, definitely. All right. So, yeah. Anything else I need to address to that before we move on?
No, I
Oh no.
think we.
Yeah, we good.
All right. All right. So the second to last section is day one, buy on sale or keep it in the store. All right. So these are basically games that you either want to buy day one, buy it on sale, or keep it in the store. And the first game on the docket, I'm gonna lead off with you, Jalen. What's the first name on the docket for this category?
You want me to say the shit I was telling you about earlier, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I uh, I went against the code. I bought Earth Defense Force for the PS4.
Hmm.
I bought it on sale though, but to be honest, this game is something that I should have kept on the shelf, man. This game is fucking garbage. It
What
looks like
game?
P Earth Defense Force for the PS4. It's this Japanese exclusive that you saw on the list. So
Oh,
all right,
Wow.
it's got a
I
cool
got you.
cover. It's got guns. It's got this chick with wings. All right, cool. I click it. I buy it. All right. The graphics, number one, are shit. Number two, you're fighting enemies. You're fighting ants, giant sized ants in this shitty looking world. The controls are garbage. It is a
Wow.
piece. It is just a horrible fucking excuse for a third person shooter. It feels like it was made in 2004, yet it's released in 2016. And I believe this was actually a $60 game at one point. And the
Wow.
fact that these Japanese developers thought they could get away with this, and a few people actually bought this and listed this, is pathetic. And that shit needs to stay on the shelf. Actually, send that shit back to the fucking factory. Keep that shit.
Exactly. Don't even
Spray
send it
that,
to send it to the factory.
spray that shit with
Wow,
Raid. Spray that shit with bug spray, bro. Fuck, that game is garbage. I'm gonna make a video on it.
Yeah,
that's
definitely. You need
crazy.
us. We can break that down. Definitely. Now that you got a PS4, you could break down all these games for people. Know what I'm saying? Just to steer them away from the all the shovelware, right? That's on the PS4. I mean,
That's
don't
a
get me
lot of
wrong.
trouble.
Every console has shovelware, but PS4 easily outclasses Microsoft and Nintendo combined. All right, and that's a fact,
Definitely.
not my opinion. Now, Ghost, what are your thoughts on that?
On what?
On
The
that game that JLo was talking about?
man.
Do you even know anything about it? Nah, right?
Nah, hell no.
It's all good.
You
It's all
better
good.
stay that way, man. Keep it that way.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
trying to.
you're better off for it. You're better off for it. Trust me. All right, so the last game on the day one, buy on sale or keep it in the store is Scalebound. Now, I'm not gonna say too much on it. I'm gonna lead off with you, Ghost.
Yeah, I'll tell you like this, Scalebound, man. When it got delayed, my heart broke. I was so hyped for that shit, man. I like the I like that type of game style, man. Like slashing with dragons. I like Skyrim. I like stuff like that. So that game got that hack and slash like Devil May Cry type stuff. And that shit looked sick at E3, and that was a game I really wanted, but it got delayed. And finally, with hopefully, it don't get delayed, and we get it this year. That's my most anticipated game for this year coming out,
Well,
2007.
I got my fingers crossed, definitely.
Hmm.
All right, yo, Jay.
Man, that's definitely a day one, man. I'm enjoying
Hell
Final
yeah.
Fantasy right now, and that reminded me of like a better version, more action-packed version of Final Fantasy. I think the main complaint you have with Final Fantasy, the simple combat,
Yep,
is not gonna be the case in Scalebound because we all know Platinum Games is known for some sick combos and deep combo
exactly.
systems. So
Mm.
it's gonna have the RPG element that Final Fantasy has, the open world element that Final Fantasy has, plus the combo system, plus the dragons and the multiplayer too, man.
Oh wow, that's gonna be the
Multiplayer.
total
Wow,
package.
Oh man, total package.
dude.
Yo, that's a day zero, bro. That's like fucking. I'll buy that for
That game.
Ghost Rider. That's like day negative two. He gets his shit early.
Yeah, I'm getting that shit early. Dude, I'm not waiting. I'm not playing that. That shit come
Yeah,
out. I'm getting my shit early.
definitely. I'm gonna definitely be looking out for that video because I know you're gonna put up that video. People are
What?
gonna be wondering how the
Yeah.
fuck he got the game.
Ghost was
How
the
the hell
first
he
guy
got
with
that shit ain't
Witcher.
even released?
He was the
Yo,
first motherfucker with Witcher.
the Witcher
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, hell yeah, that shit was fire, man. The Witcher. When I got that shit, I was hyped. This game, I'm gonna be hyped. I'm gonna be at that store like, yo, dog, what's up? I probably even miss work. I'm being
No
honest.
doubt, man.
I got to
And
get my hands on that game.
I feel you. Now, as for me, it's definitely a day one for me, without a doubt. Know what I'm saying? Now, I haven't gotten that deep into Final Fantasy. Like I said, I play a lot of games, all right? But from what I hear, right, from all the reviews and everybody, the second half of the game of Final Fantasy, it's linear. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they had an open world the first half, then they ran out of budget, and then they made it linear the rest of the way. So as far as Scalebound, well, that's open world from beginning to end. All right. And also, what's even trippier that I found out about the game, there's floating islands.
What?
All right. So those are floating worlds. You could actually fly your dragon like an avatar to the next segment.
That's gonna be
All right.
sick. And you
It
control
is
it.
gonna be sick, and you controlling it.
Oh man.
All
Oh,
right.
man. See, you
At
get me
first,
hype, Colada. Come on, man.
dude, trust me, I read up a lot, man. I be reading
Yo,
a lot. Know what I'm
hey,
saying?
this
And
shit
there's
get me
frauds
hype.
in the industry right now that a lot of the things that I would tell him in parties, he's actually running with it like if it's his shit. When I'm the one that gave him the fucking ideas. But it's all good. Know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
yo,
digress.
yeah, that shit. Yo, you got me hype, bro. We gotta talk about that. You got me sick.
Definitely. And then some of the recent things, some of the recent builds for Scalebound, the gameplay now, it's kind of like Devil May Cry.
Oh
And they
man.
made it fast. Remember how people were talking about that it was slow? Dude, there's a reason they're not showing it to us. Microsoft gonna show it at next year's E3 and blow every fucking game anybody's ever seen out the water with Scalebound. All
Yo,
right, all those people that love JRPGs, man, they're gonna get a hard on just by watching the show. All right, and they're gonna flock out. And I mean, it's my job. I work at a call center. All right, so there's a lot of people that work at call centers. There's different campaigns, and people there got PS4s and Xbox Ones. And I'm hearing a lot of the dudes that got PS4s, and they're walking up to me like, "Dude, I can't wait for the Scorpio." I can't wait for the Scorpio. And I'm like, wow, but didn't you get the Pro? He's like, nah. He's like, nah. It's like the games are still more or less the same, man. You'd have to go buy a 4K TV just to look at it in HDR. But then you still do got that checkerboard rendering. Dude, don't they got 4 teraflops? I guess it's 4 teraflops of crap, right? What do you think about that, Jay?
yo,
Hell yeah, man. The Scorpio is gonna be the real deal, man. I'm excited for that, man. That's when I'm gonna make the jump to 4K.
Definitely, dude. I'm definitely waiting for that as well.
that's gonna be a Mack truck, man.
But did you say, what are your thoughts on Scalebound, though?
Oh yeah, the game's gonna be fire, man. You know, the 4-player co-op has me hyped, man, because it's gotta be a better version of Final Fantasies, which is one of my favorite games of the generation and of the year. But it's gonna be co-op with a deeper combat system. We got dragons. Who knows what the upgrade system will be? And yeah, man, we saw that big ass boss battle. We know there's gonna be much better boss battles than that thing, man. And we're all gonna be able to do it together. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt.
yo, I can't
Definitely.
wait to definitely
That's
team
one
up
good thing
with
about
y'all, link up.
Microsoft multiplayer.
Yep, on multiplayer with y'all, link up with our dragons, kid. And I heard we could custom the dragons. I think.
Yep,
Customize?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, customize.
I'm hoping they did it where you can customize the characters too.
Oh, that'll be mean.
It could be a reason why we haven't seen it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I think they took all that feedback. So it was like, you know what? Let's do what the community wants. Because if you think about it, this generation, Microsoft has been doing a lot of the things that we asked for. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell yeah.
One of them being backwards compatibility. All right, which actually is part of our next segment. It's actually called, and it's actually the last one, Xbox. What have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? And basically, the community asked for backwards compatibility, got backwards compatibility, over 300 games, and half the community on Xbox One is playing the backwards compatible titles. Okay? So, I mean, this ain't 2 or 3% or whatever, or 2 or 3 million. Half the fucking community is playing backwards compatible titles. Now, recently, they put out Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon and the BioShock trilogy. All of them are available digitally for you to download if you already owned them. And think about it, there's a BioShock Remastered Edition out right now.
Yep.
So I'm glad Microsoft gave me the opportunity to replay my games on my on my Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the entire Bioshock trilogy. That's one of the reasons I didn't get the remastered edition, because I didn't think it was worth it. Those games looked incredible to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And Lost Odyssey, they actually gave it to us for free. One of the best games. Actually, it might have been one of the best Final Fantasy games if they wouldn't have fired Sakaguchi. You know what I'm saying? And then the composer for it is the composer from Final Fantasy doing some of the best music on this one game. I was like, wow. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this, on what Microsoft has done for us lately?
Oh man, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that backwards
lead off with that.
compatibility, it's a hell of a feature, man. I'm always going back. It's cool that we get to stream these games without a capture card. We get to, make clips out, and we get to use all the next gen features with these last gen games. And
Mm-hmm.
they upgrade them a bit. It's no remaster, but it's definitely a step up. And Dead Rising 4, they gave us that recently. Although it's timed exclusive, they still gave us a great game to play for the holiday season. And yeah,
Okay. Well,
Yeah, like
definitely. As far as like the upresing, they actually upres it to like 1080. You know what I'm saying? Because it is playing on the XB1, and they actually up the frame rates. Right? I mean, I can't say all of the games actually hit 60. You know what I'm saying? If a game was 30, probably run like 35, maybe 40. You know what I'm saying? There's some games that was actually 30 are actually close to running 60. But they actually got Crisis up and running. We just still haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm
right.
saying? There's a lot of games that they have up and running on backwards compatibility, but it all falls down to the publisher. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Microsoft will show it to them, yo.
Oh, we lost Colada. You gave me, Jay?
Yeah, yeah. What was he
Yeah,
saying?
they got him. He was talking about Kaleidoscope was talking about something where he just went off. That's all. I'm like, what the hell? But anyway, yeah, Jay, like what you were saying, you and Kaleidoscope, what you were speaking about. I was just listening in, and I don't know what happened with Kaleidoscope. He should be back. There he go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my bad. My shit, my thing just clicked out for a second.
what you were saying. Me and Jay Long was trying to. Yeah,
Dude, I forgot what I was saying. I was just trying to get my stuff back online. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's all good though, man. It's like, what are you guys' thoughts on it though, regardless?
What was it that you were saying?
Oh, I think I was talking about Crisis, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure what I was talking about, man.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I
I
The
said, I
forgot
last
just
thing
now
got to
I
get
too.
heard,
back live, so it's
I
all
think
good,
the
man.
last thing I heard was Crisis.
All right. Well, yeah. Basically, I was just saying that Crisis, and there's a whole bunch of games that Microsoft has already up and running on backwards compatibility that we
Yeah,
haven't seen. All right, and we're not seeing them yet because it all depends on the publisher when they ever green light it. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, a lot of these publishers are using the Xbox feedback to gauge people's interest in games. Why do you think Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one, got remastered? You know what I'm saying? And Activision was so slick about it that they bundled it with Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? That they was like, dude, if you want the OG one, you need to buy the new one. You know what I'm
yeah,
Right.
saying? It's like it's a trip, man. But backwards compatibility does go a long way. And
yeah.
even though there was a lot of dumbass people that I've talked to from the PlayStation community, you know what I'm saying, telling me like, oh, we don't want backwards compatible titles. We don't like old games. Then what the fuck is PlayStation Now? All those games on PlayStation Now is old as fuck. What the fuck is all those remasters? One of your highest selling games is the Uncharted remastered the collection, the Uncharted collection. All those games is
Right.
for last gen. Know what I'm saying? But fucking The Last of Us, last gen. Beyond Two Souls, last gen. I mean, I could go on and on for days. Even Ratchet and Clank from last gen. Not even
PS2.
from last gen. That's like 2 generations back. All right, they got remastered recently. You know what I'm saying? That's how much they hurt, and that they got to keep bringing out all these old games and remastering them, man. I mean, the PlayStation 4 should be called the Remaster Station, but that's just
That's
my
what it
opinion. You
is.
know what I'm saying?
The remaster station, the
The
delay
remaster
station,
station, dude. That's exactly what it is, man.
the cornflake station.
The cornflake
Cornflake
station, the
station.
shovelware station. I mean, good lord, man.
Wait for your turn station. That's what it is.
Yeah, the wait for your turn station. Yeah, all those JRPG lovers, they still waiting on their turn. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a trip, man. Now, the last bit of controversy, just to end off the show, we're going to address the fraud.
He's
We're going to
actually in the
address the
comments, by the
fraud.
way.
I can imagine the fraud is in the comments. Know what I'm saying?
Well, oh no, I see he just left, but he was
Recently,
there.
Phil Spencer blocked him, unfollowed him on Twitter. Unfollowed him on Twitter. And he had a titty fit. You know what I'm saying? What actually happened to the fraud? Tell me, Jay.
Well, he didn't take Phil Spencer unfollowing him lightly. He basically called him weak-minded, and he said all he was doing was giving his constructive criticism. I beg to differ, honestly. I don't think
No,
he, yeah, I beg to differ. I don't think his criticisms were really constructive. Some of them were. I'm not gonna single out all of them, but a lot of them were just fake outcry and just making issues out of non-issues. And I don't think he should be calling people weak-minded, especially after blocking a lot of people for simply just
I know,
answering
right?
questions.
He tends to
He
block everybody.
he's a blocker.
Hmm. I mean, want to know what are your thoughts on that, Ghost? Hearing what Jay Lone just said
About what? Um, I was
about.
I was looking at the comment section, guys.
I feel you on
I was
that
just
note.
looking
Don't
at it
get me
right
wrong.
now. I swear to everything I love. I'm like, what? 100's in here. Shout outs to 100.
Words. Some shout outs to everybody in the comment
Word,
section, yo.
yo.
Word up,
Uh,
man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all you.
yeah, man.
No, that's what's up, man. Also, the fraud.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
About the fraud.
Yeah,
Jay was talking about what with
Phil
JRPG,
Spencer.
the Phil Spencer. Oh, the Phil Spencer situation. Yeah,
yep,
that's crazy. Now I don't, yo guys. To be honest with you, man, like that's
yeah.
some crazy shit, man. I don't know, man. Taking shots at Phil for no reason. I don't know. I don't know what was the problem for that. I seen it like, wow, why would you? You know, you took shots at Phil. You took shots at everybody, basically, in short words, man. Like, if Phil unfollowed, it's probably because he was, Phil was cool with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then with the comments and all of this, like the indirects or remarks towards him, he felt like he was probably taking shots at him and the Microsoft team. Basically, you was shitting on him.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah,
Or
that's
that's
why
what it
if he
seemed like.
unfollowed. Maybe yeah, that's why he unfollowed. That's fucked up. Like that's really fucked up, man. Like,
I
and
know.
I understand why he probably did that. Probably he just felt like, let me just fall back.
Want to know what's a trip though? That they were friends. Know what I'm saying? Want to know what's also a trip? We were all friends. Know what I'm saying? That's the trippy thing. Know what I'm saying? I've actually had people address me. I saw a comment that Wolfer did and whatnot. The fraud. Know what I'm saying? The iron pony that cried wolf, because that's what he is now. Know what I'm saying? Um, I actually saw a comment where he called me a 40-year-old grandpa. It actually had me laughing. Know what I'm saying? And then in another comment, he called me a 40-year-old virgin. That sounds like an oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? It's
Bruh.
like, dude, which one is it? Am I a virgin or do I have grandkids? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, how does
oh
that
well,
work?
I guess the man is confused. Know what I'm saying? And then he had talked about that I called him a tranny in one of the comments. I never called him a tranny. All right. I'm basically using the words that were used at your dumbass. Know what I'm saying? Basically, the title was the Iron Tranny using the words that they used against you. And in my video, I said, and they are the ones that used to call you Iron Tranny. All right. But yeah, you go in the comment section, I called him tranny and so on and so forth. He's spreading false lies. Basically, the dude that was talking about hashtag facts, to me, it's hashtag lies. All right. Because he's full of it, man. And it's a shame. It's really a shame, that he actually went like this. A lot of people in the community, from me, J-Long, you, and a lot of people that we know actually try to talk sense into Wolf. But yet he still kept carrying on. And it got to the point that even Phil Spencer unfollowed him. All right? Because he was talking out his asshole. That's not constructive criticism. That's not constructive criticism. That's actually being an asshole. That's why Phil unfollowed you, you dumb schmuck. But I guess that's the way it is, know what I'm saying? Sometimes people, you can't talk to them. You try to talk to them, explain your situation. He's even told people, "Oh, I try to reach out to Kaleidoscope." No, he didn't. That motherfucker blocked me. How the fuck did he try to reach out to me if he blocked me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude is full of fucking crap, yo.
Yeah, I need to set the
Wow.
record straight on something too, because people were saying that we attacked him. Nah, he was
I
attacking
know.
us.
Exactly.
And when he would write some bullshit like Microsoft only cares about Halo, Gears, and Forza, every game has
Hmm.
a gun, and I corrected him on those statements. He said I was triggered. He said that to my face, and then he started doing other tweets saying, "Oh, these triggered Xbox fanboys can't handle facts." Basically saying I'm a liar. Basically saying I don't
Hmm.
like facts. Basically saying
Hmm.
I'm triggered. I'm like, all right, this motherfucker's sending subliminal shots at me that
Exactly. But
really
he's
have
not
no
talking
true
facts
base.
though. He's talking
Yeah,
about his
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. So I make a video about facts, basically calling him out for what it is, an attention-seeking fraud. At least in the
Yeah.
JRPG section,
Hmm.
or in the Japanese game, department, he's a fraud in that, and he's seeking for attention, complaining, and seeking out for these games. He's
Yeah.
frauding, and nothing I said in that video was wrong, and I didn't really go for the throat. I could have gone for the throat, and I could go for the throat right now, but I won't. And
Hmm.
we could have had a discussion after that, because I did that because he'll be tweeting subliminally about me, and I don't like that
Hmm.
shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna make a video shooting directly at him, and
Exactly.
he just blocked me right after. I didn't unfriend him. I didn't say I'm not your friend. I just said, yo, you fucking
Neither did
up right
I.
now. I just said you fucking up right now.
Exactly.
You
Mm.
And
know?
as a matter of fact, want to know what's the trip, Jalen? The first video I put out about him, I actually talked to him about it before I put it out. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, I'm gonna make some sarcastic shit about the situation. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know he was flipping up the way he was. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh,
It's just me for just looking at it because I work a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm busy a lot of times, and you know what I'm saying? I be messing with my girl and all that. But still, um, it's a trip, man, because he greenlit the first video, and then I did a comment on that video that you put out about the JRPGs, J Long. Next day, I was blocked. I was like,
oh.
wow, that's a trip. You know what I'm saying? That's what incited my second follow up video. You know what I'm saying? Just to expose the fraud.
Damn. Yeah,
Yo, Ghost, what are your thoughts, man?
my thoughts, man, is it's been crazy. I'll be honest. Like, yo, people hit me up too and was like, basically, like, in short words, like, what's going on, Ghost? Like,
Yeah.
he's making you, Colada, Jay don't look bad. I'm like, oh shit, yo, like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, and then I'm seeing I understand that the video came out. He did his unboxing, but it was like, yo, you was just trying to downplay Microsoft heavy and taking shots at the community. Like basically, like you just taking shots, and then the next day it's like shots is fired. He's going back and forth on Twitter. I'm like, wait, hold on, the hell's going on here? I'm like,
I know, right?
and the shit was crazy. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, and then I see J Long and him with going back and forth, and I'm like, yo, this shit got lit. It got lit. I even left a comment like, oh shit,
Yeah, dude. I
and
saw your
yeah, and then
comment.
you collided with your videos, and then it's like, oh, but then I'm seeing why. I understand why Phil mm, put didn't like unfollowed because yo,
Yeah.
you going at the whole community, you going at basically the people that had your back. And it's like you
Hmm.
shitting on everybody else, and it's like
Yeah.
those people feel bad, like yo, we was wrong with you, basically in short words, like against the bonds, against the hard aids and all of this, and other people hating on the comment section,
Yeah, the J tax,
other
all that stuff.
yeah, people that watch our channel and people, those people, a lot of them felt like yo, you just took a shit on them, basically, you trying to shit on the console, and then all the stuff he was saying before, they coming to me telling me this, and I'm like, holy shit, like you saying facts for this, but now that he's over there on that side, that's what bugged me out. Like, how the hell you just jump from one console to the other like that heavy and just start shitting on the other one? Like, whoa.
Yeah.
And
Want to
here's
know what's the
another
trip?
thing,
Yeah, go ahead.
that he's like taking subliminal shots at us, talking shit about the people, his subscribers and whatnot.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, he's rubbing shoulders and hanging out with guys who were photoshopping pictures of his newborn son. People
Yeah.
who probably were in party chats talking shit about him. I know
Hmm.
Wolf said some things about certain people. I'm not gonna say who.
Hmm.
You know, I'm sure they were in party chats bashing, Iron Wolf for all sorts of crap before he turned pony, and now that he's embracing the PlayStation, he's
He's
the
over
the
there
new
walking on
savior.
eggshells.
He's the new savior, yo. They laid out a red carpet for Wolf. They're bowing down to Wolf. People say
Nah,
Xbox is the cult, man. They're fucking. They
they
I
accept
know,
anyone.
right, dude? It seems like a big ass cult, man. Because if J-Tech was to come over to the Xbox community, I don't think any of us would talk to his stupid ass. Know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just
Yeah,
being
man.
real.
I,
Know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's
I don't
like
know.
that's just the way it is. Now, there's a one thing that trips me out though. Like I said before, the fraud likes using things that we talk about in in our parties and whatnot. Know what I'm saying? All you guys know for a fact, I love King of Fighters. J-Lo, you even went and checked my achievements for last gen. This is our undercover reporter. And last gen, Iron Wolf had no achievements on King of Fighters. All right? He's harping about this game like he's a big fan. You never even played the shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that loves King of Fighters. I even did some gameplay recently where I freaking was playing one of the King of Fighters games, the Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, which is basically like a Marvel versus Capcom type joint. You know what I'm saying? And this dude rolls around like, oh, it's his idea. Yeah, King of Fighters and all this and his podcast and his videos that he's putting out now. Man, please, you ain't even a fan, man. You never bought one before. Fuck you harping about.
Right.
Yeah, but he's trying to cater to that community, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows that's what they want to hear. They want to hear him hype up games that he never played before, even though he knows he never played before, you know what I'm saying? But that's what he's going to do because that's what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I mean, I think that's just bullshit to me, man. I don't talk about games and shit I don't want to play. I mean, nah, I talk about all games. Fuck that. As a matter of fact, I do talk about all games. There's some games actually are the games that you need to steer away from, like that Earth Defense Force, right?
Oh yeah, fuck. Don't touch that shit with the stick. Then that's just don't
Dude, not
even
even a 10-foot pole.
not
You know what I'm
even a
saying?
That
fucking
shit is
10 foot
that bad.
pole. Not even a
Dude,
force field. Nothing.
Oh shit.
it's just dog shit, yo. In the words of Next Gen 720, that shit is dog shit.
And
You know what
Blaze
I'm
of
saying?
Phoenix. It's trash. It's
That
trash.
shit is
Trash,
trash.
trash, yo.
Yo, Blaze, if Blaze was here, he would have said the PlayStation 4 is trash. Yo, Blaze put out a tweet too and said, yo, the JRPGs is trash. The older ones is better.
Wow.
They need to bring back the old ones. He
Wow.
violated.
Well, we got some of the old ones. Don't think about it. Microsoft was listening. We
Man,
got Lost
listen,
Odyssey, dude, and Blue Dragon.
I give it to them. PlayStation got a lot of indies. They got a lot of, the JRPGs, maybe a little bit more, but I think the backwards compatibility makes up for
But
all.
yeah, but it's also a lot of shovelware, man. You know, a lot of them games ain't good. Really, a
Oh
lot of them
yeah,
aren't good.
man.
Only some of them are good,
Well,
but
they
the
got
vast
fake
majority,
backwards compatibility.
yeah, the fake backwards compatibility where they sell it back to them again. Yes.
Yeah, I see these shitty looking PS2 games being sold for $15, $20. I'm like, yo, this is highway robbery. How Kaleidoscope will put it, bro.
Shit.
But I
I
bought
thought.
I bought Twisted Metal for $3 and I kind of felt ripped off. That game aged so bad.
What do you expect, bro?
That game aged so
This is
bad.
Sony, dude. This is the king of
uh,
shovelware. All right, they're the kings of shovelware this generation,
that
dude.
shit's old as hell, bro. J Lo, you just got gas, son. You gonna learn
Uh,
Yeah.
today. You gonna learn.
All
oh
right,
boy,
man.
bro.
Man, yo.
Well, me personally, I'm done saying my piece, though. You guys, y'all finish what y'all want to say, and then we'll go into the show.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah, I think I'm good too, man.
you good?
You got any final comments?
Nah, I just see it as, man. Like, I heard that he was saying like that he that we kicked him out the community. He kicked himself out. Like
Basically.
nobody. Now listen, everybody basically got a PlayStation 4, man. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And you got yourself a PlayStation 4, but the way you went about it rubbed everybody the wrong way and taking shots at everybody coming at you now. That's why it
Yeah,
felt like, but no, nobody's mad at you because you got a PlayStation 4, man. Come on,
exactly. No,
we all grown men here. Everybody's all grown men. Like nobody,
mm-hmm.
like you got people that don't like us at all. Who gives a fuck if you got a PlayStation 4? You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, and for him to think that, like, that's some fucked up shit and keep shooting shots, and it's he, it rubbed people the wrong way, and you can't say you the victim because you were starting it.
Yeah, true that.
And then the PlayStation dudes that was hating on him with his family. I don't mean to cut you off, Kalata.
No, it's okay.
If he is hanging out with them, then that's crazy. But other than that, man, like I rather would have fucked with Xbox dudes mainly, and maybe a couple of not none of them weirdos. Like, but if you're around some of them dudes, man, being in there, and if they made videos, you can't trust none of them, dude. Like, but that's neither here or there. That it is what it is. That's their side. He's on their side, and it is what it is. Like it's collecting dust, like he said, is Xbox One, and my PlayStation 4 is collecting dust right now. So it's vice versa, you know. But I'm waiting.
Exactly.
I'm waiting until J-Lo got his already. So I got to start the order 1886. I already finished.
Yeah, I'm about to start that tomorrow.
I'm still waiting on that Horizon Zero Dawn bundle. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Once I saw that Horizon Zero Dawn, I was like, yo, when that comes out, that's when I'll get me a PS4. And I'm going to get the vanilla one, man. I mean, the PS4 Pro is having all them performance issues, and it costs the arm and a leg and looks like a shitty-ass Big Mac, no meat. Nah, no thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm the type that, I mean, really, it's a trip, though, the whole shit that went down with this dude, man. I mean, because if somebody talked about my family, the way people talked about his family, and they invite me to a party, I'm going to send them a comment back saying, fuck you. Right? There ain't no way I'm joining the party with some dude that talked about my family. Right? But I guess he doesn't give a shit about his family if he's hanging with the dudes that did so much crap about his family. Evidently, he must not give a fuck about them, huh? I know I definitely would never hang out with a dude or be in a party with some motherfucker that talked about my family. That motherfucker's dead. And they actually should be praising God that I don't live in fucking the U.S. You know what I'm saying? They should be thankful that I live in Puerto Rico. Matter of fact, that Black Bond motherfucker is so fucking lucky. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, guys,
it's all good.
Shout outs to Showstopper, Crack Gamer, and them for stopping by in the comment section, man.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to the BGSC,
shout outs
man.
to Megatron, man.
Shout outs to Megatron. Shout outs to Mooch, Tim Dog.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? People that keep it real. Phil Spencer, the man himself.
Phil Spencer, man. Shout outs to Aaron Greenberg. Shout outs to the whole Xbox community, the whole Xbox team. Thank you for this wonderful year of games that y'all have given us, basically.
True that, man.
Want
to know what's another trippy thing, though, that I just remembered?
Yeah.
The fraud had gotten, this is his third PlayStation 4. The third one. The second one that he had, he bought it for Street Fighter 5. Right?
No, he won that.
He won that. He won that, and then he sold it, right? And then he sold it. Now, since Street Fighter 5, what has come out? No Man's Ass?
Really nothing.
No Man's Ass?
Uncharted, that's it.
And The Late Guardian. Oh, Uncharted, that's the only highlight in the entire year.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. Like, they don't call that shit the delay station for nothing, bro. You see,
what I'm saying? That's their only highlight. How many highlights have we had this year?
How people get excited. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, I understand Crash Bandicoot. Like, I played it, but I wasn't really into it. I used to go to my Aunt Linda's house, and my cousins and them used to be playing that shit, man, young. And getting them little peaches or whatever they are, like apples and shit. But it wasn't my cup of tea. That game don't interest me. And when I seen PSX, like, they showed certain games that was like, all right, but it wasn't even like that. And then the main games is far out. That's what bugged me out about this. Like, they say greatness awaits, and this is what the company's telling their fan base, but their fan base don't get it. Like, you gotta wait for your greatness. Microsoft is saying, here's your greatness now.
Next year, yeah. It's coming in 2017 right there.
Mm-hmm. Now, there was a lot of games delayed recently, but on both sides, though.
Yeah, on both sides. Yeah, it was
on both sides.
I get that's one thing I say. Yeah, we had delayed games, but can we be fair though and say that a lot of the delayed games was free to play?
Yeah, a lot of them are indies. Yeah, indies.
That's what I'm saying on the Xbox side, not their major title games. That's what I'm trying to point out.
We've had some major title games delayed, but they had more last time.
They had like Scalebound.
But what I was trying to say, they can name Scalebound and all that, but when you look at them, their main games, they got pretty more than us, though. Yeah, it was delayed.
No, but you know why they delayed them, Wolf? I mean, look at me calling you Wolf.
Hey, man,
what the fuck?
Listen. he was the four horsemen.
He
You already
was.
know. So it's like we used to that.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. All right, and it's still all love at the end of the day. At
Yeah,
the end of the day, we still
like it's
try
all
to talk
love.
to the man. If he was to talk to us right now, we'd be cool as shit. Know what I'm saying? We'd still tell him what the fuck he did wrong, though. I mean, we're
Yeah,
not gonna fucking sugarcoat shit. Know what I'm saying? We gotta let him know what's up. But that's just the way it is, man. We all boys. There's still love there. Know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But we gotta be real. Know what I'm saying? We gotta
Yeah,
be real.
like talking shit about it. I don't know, like, cause I was boys with this dude for a year, man. You know, it's not fun talking shit about him. But
It's not
you know, I do gotta call him on his bullshit when he does bullshit. You know?
exactly, dude. And that's the unfortunate thing. Know what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate, but it's true. And we got to keep it real. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Now, I did mess up at the beginning of the show. I said we was going to be answering live Twitter questions, but I didn't give y'all the Twitter handle in order to send in the questions and whatnot.
Wow.
But since y'all was looking at the comment section, say some of the things that y'all seen at the comment section. Highlight a few things for me.
It's a lot of what's up. A lot of people say, "Hey,
Oh, okay. Well, then get to the interesting stuff. Anything interesting? If there's nothing interesting, then
Megatron says
this guy
Scalebound is
Rambo
rated.
fanboying."
Go ahead.
Nah, you go. I was about to say some bullshit.
I was reading Megatron's tweet. Megatron has said, "Damn, I lost it because of my fucking mouse." Here it goes. Excuse my French for the kids out
it's
there
all
listening.
good.
Scalebound is a day one buy. Yep, definitely.
Yeah,
No
Megatron,
doubt about it.
no doubt.
I agree with that 100%. 100. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. Oh, shout outs to Lil Red Bone. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 100. You know them
Yep.
cats. You know what I'm saying? Kano. Gotta be rolling with Kano. He cool. Jet. Black Spartan wanted to be on the show, but we
Yeah.
told him, you know what I'm saying, that this week is just going to be the original Horseman minus the fraud. You know what I'm saying? And for next week, he would be the first one invited to the show. You know what I'm saying? And what we're going to do every week is try to get somebody from the Xbox community to feature as the fourth horseman. All right? To feature as the fourth horseman. And just have fun talking about what we love to talk about and what we love to do every day. Play games. All right? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, man.
anything else you guys got to add before we finish the show?
Yeah. If you have a PS4, check out a Torian. It's kind of like Eco. It's actually like $5 right now, $6 right now, and I think it's a better value than Last Guardian.
Oh, shit.
And it's an indie game, PS4 exclusive.
Well,
That's
that's what's
crazy.
up. That's what's up. Definitely. You could definitely give a lot of feedback to people on the PlayStation community because you got a PS4
Yep.
now, know what I'm saying? And you like certain Japanese games, not necessarily JRPGs, but you like Japanese games. I mean, you're a big Hideo Kojima fan. We know that for a fact. Just like Ghost is a big Call of Duty fan, and I'm the Halo fan in this room. You know what I'm saying? Or basically the fighting game fan. I'm not really sure. Don't say because I play
Yeah,
so many
yeah,
damn fighting games.
And I like Skyrim.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
an Elder Scrolls guy.
Elder
Yeah,
Scrolls.
but you had Skyrim on PC though, man. So you was
I had
playing that shit with
PC. I had that shit on the 360 and PC. My gamer.
damn.
This is a new gamer tag right here. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
right
Oh
here is for me.
wow.
Yeah, Ghost Rider's new. I killed off my last gamer tag name, and because it was a new generation, and I started with Ghost Rider 730.
All right. Cool
And when
ass
I
name
say
though.
the ghost with the most means more kills. And when I make jokes on my own self, I said the ghost with the most deaths. Mm.
Ooh.
When I get in that room, I could be on fire. But then there's some days, ghosts just get out there and just get bodied. Get him a
That's
body.
what's up. That's what's up.
Nah,
All right. So if anything, I'm gonna wrap up the show if you guys don't mind.
do your thing.
All right, then Ghost, where can people reach you at?
Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Xbot,
True
Hold on.
Xbox. True
True
Xbox.
Xbot,
At True
On
Xbox.
Twitter.
at True Xbot, at Twitter.
All right, that's what's up. And of course, your channel, right? Ghost Rider
Yeah,
730,
Ghost
which
Rider
is this
730.
one.
Yep.
And J Lo, where can people reach you at?
YouTube at JLong908. Twitter JLong908. Uh, Add me on PSN. I need more friends on there. BIGGNOL. My Xbox gamer tag's out and about. I'm not gonna tell you, but you can find it. And I'm making a new video. I made a music video for Mickey Fax. He actually told me to make another video, and if you just check out my channel, it'll be up
Yeah.
soon.
It's dope.
Actually,
That was
he did
dope.
a video about Nicki Fax, and that it was a hip hop video talking about gaming, and that shit was hot. And the way J Long edited that shit together, you would swear he was a professional dude that does videos, dude.
Yeah,
I
that shit
shit
came
you
out
Yep,
fire.
not.
yep.
I thought that shit was hot, though.
I tweeted that shit. I shared that.
Yeah, man, it means a lot, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
But yeah, there
yeah.
is another one coming up, and I think this one's gonna be harder.
All right. And everybody else, y'all can reach me at Kaleidoscope on YouTube and at Kaleidoscope1 on Twitter.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And next week, whose other channel we on, just tweet it to the person whoever's hosting. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's me, JLong908, or Ghostwriter730. Now next week we're gonna be on JLong908's channel. Just to give you guys
Yep.
the heads up. You know what I'm saying? And the following week we're gonna be on my channel. All right. So there it is. Clear as motherfucking
Fucking
day,
day.
yo. That's what's up.
Xbox, the best box. You heard? Peace, yo.
Word.
God bless.